All right, y'all. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even really want to do this right now, but it's it's that time. Mizkif responded to emiru, I guess barely, maybe, but I mean, we have to check it out because I mean, he responded. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a response to basically what she said. I don't think there's any way he can really respond and have it be uh I don't know how to say this. Like I can't take his side. I mean, it's not even like I'm not even the type of like believe women type of dude, but I'm fairly good at reading body language and I can tell just especially from how clearly nervous she was to even talk on this topic. I know, and then she showed receipts. So it's like he can't even defend himself. It's like not even possible. But we're gonna hop into it because he streamed. He decided to defend himself. You know. So let's hop into it. If you like the video, man. If you like it, subscribe. At issues.tm underscore Instagram. Issues.com. Which is some fire pieces. And yeah. Let's see what he says.
Hello.
Oh, this dude looks like a sociopath.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo.
Yo. Hello. I mean, I'm sure he's just testing his audio, but
Yo.
yo. Hello.
Yo.
Yo. Oh shit. Okay
Yo.
then.
Yo.
Yo.
What's up? Hello.
Hello.
Yo.
All right, nigga, you're pissing me off. Miss you, Poppy. Bro doesn't
Yo.
know.
Hey, new viewer here. Why is everyone
What up, walnuts? Sheep.
46
Yo.
months crazy year?
Obvious at this point. It's full demon time. Why not? It is time to go full demon time. Just letting you know. There is no
Don't
holding
worry,
back.
I'm still
Who cares
here and
anymore?
staying.
I will expose everything about every person that you've ever known.
I'm gay.
And it is time to go full demon time.
Okay.
Yo.
Why not?
Don't tell me I've subbed this long for nothing.
Let's watch the world burn.
Wow. What an edgelord.
Here, I'm taking out of sub-only mode. There you go. What's up, chat? Let's watch the world fucking burn. If people want to act like this, I see some people saying some very obtuse things. We can watch the world burn. Fuck it. Obtuse. Yes. There's some people that are saying some pretty crazy things that I was seeing. I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things. And I'm like, damn. But I've been around for 10 years now. A lot of you guys know. I am pretty far away from this stuff at this point. But I am totally okay with exposing a lot of things and saying things. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious. I will not be friends with any of these people after this. Ludwig was right. I am going to completely separate myself from these people in this community, which is fine, and I've already been doing it. But I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone, and I will be releasing it as time goes on, because why not? Go crazy. Who cares?
What I find funny is that he's about to expose everybody but Emmy. Because, like, what are you going to expose her for? All she did was just talk about how you treated her. So it's like, who are you exposing? Are you just lashing out on niggas?
Who fucking cares? But before that, I would like to address everything that was said today. Okay? Let's get some yos in chat first. Maybe some tryhards. It's perfectly fine. Go ahead. You're a disgusting piece of shit. Absolutely. Been that for years. That's pretty fucking par for the course. What are we going to pretend that I'm not a piece of shit? We've all known this. All right? Calm down. Is this anything new? No. I'm a piece of shit. Why the fuck is Caroline Burton chat? That's probably the most crazy thing I've ever seen in my life. But I'm going to defend myself on a lot of things that were said about me. I am going to defend myself on what was said with Emmy. I see a lot of people saying other things that really upset me, but the Emmy one is a serious thing that I want to take serious, and we will be discussing that, okay? I wrote this myself, so I don't know if it's even good. I am not the best writer, as a lot of you know. I have half my screen right now is red because I can't write for shit. It's not through ChatGPT. Shut up. Not through ChatGPT. It's not through ChatGPT. Shut up. It's not, bro, shut up. It's not through Chat. You really think in a serious situation like this, I put ChatGPT and I'm writing something out because it's like, oh, like, bro, shut up.
They calling him Matt GPT.
Yes, really. Really. No, it's Sora AI. I have an entire video made. What is wrong with you, chat? What is wrong with you? I wish I could show you how much red is in this to show you that each other is spaced. It's so stupid. I'm not a good writer, bro. I'm not a good writer. So, okay, let's get to this, shall we? No stalling. I'm taking out of sub-only mode. I don't really care. I know that there's a lot of people that want to speak, and they can. I have no problem with that. This is a very serious situation that I was told. I know a lot of other people are saying things about me as well on top of this, but this is the thing I want to talk about. So let's talk about it, shall we? And then we can go into it. Okay. So this is April of 2021. Okay, I'm gonna write everything down. Everyone, just chill and let me hear this out. Okay. We met online when we were playing AT&T Annihilator Cup. This is me and Emmy. I was introduced to her through it, and my chat started to like us hanging out. I didn't have feelings for her or anything, but I thought we could start hanging out more and be friends. So we met through the Annihilator Cup. A lot of you guys know this. I was playing with her. My chat liked her a lot. She was fun to hang out with.
For the love of God, do not try to pivot into, oh, she was fucking with me, so I said, I fuck it, we can settle down. Because, nigga, you're not gonna, bro, come on. Like, come on, bro.
So we started hanging out. We started to play games with each other on stream, and we started to grow closer together. We started calling each other, and we were flirting. We didn't do anything, but it was pretty obvious that emiru had feelings for me as well as I had for her. But we couldn't really do anything because at the time, she was dating a girl named Bonnie, another cosplayer from another state, and I was dating Maya. Me and Maya broke up. I broke up with her because the relationship felt stagnant, and Maya's sanctuary started to take over a lot of her life, and we hardly had time to hang out with each other. Since Maya moved out, I knew I wanted a streamer to move into the house, preferably a girl to farm content with, but I didn't want it to happen so fast. I didn't know if I wanted to be Emmy, but she told me about a stalker that came to her house with a bat, and she didn't live at her house anymore. I'm telling you everything, chat, okay? Come on. I'm telling you the whole story. Sit down and relax, all right? Take a seat. I told her to come move in with me in Austin because she had a stalker, and we want to make content, and the guy will probably be scared since there's a bunch of people around instead of her in her Kansas home by herself. From there, our relationship started growing very fast. Within just weeks of moving in, she would sit in my room with me late at night, and I would watch Pokemon over and over again, Season 1. I loved it because she made me feel like it felt like my childhood and a place of calmness. She would fall asleep in my bed. With some nights, we would touch our backs or legs together. We knew we liked each other. We just knew it was a bad idea.
Squeegee-ish behavior, bro. You're sleeping in the bed together, but you're not touching each other. You're going back to back, bro. That's like sleeping head to feet with a girl, bro. Holy hell.
Talks of her joining OTK happened fast as well, and I knew that if we were potentially going to date, we'd have to keep it a secret. Nobody was allowed to know. Streamers as well were already starting to resent me, saying that it was a shitty thing that I moved Emmy in so fast and replaced Maya so quickly. If people found out we were dating, I could be hated by my peers and lose what I created in OTK. I didn't know if we were going to date, and I knew if we were going to make it happen, it was going to be very stressful. But I had no idea what was going to come. It was the beginning of January of 2022. Emmy just had her huge party in an arcade celebrating her birthday on stream. Everyone from Austin was there, and as we were celebrating her joining OTK, there was a huge scare. Someone outside in the parking lot rammed into my Audi R8 and drove off. And while we were outside thinking it was a schizo viewer, we were told that the person who just hit my car was now inside holding a gun. This scared us to no end. Me and Connery's pants ran inside in fear to get everyone out and make sure everything is okay. My first concern was Emmy. I wanted her to be safe.
Nigga said
The
random
cops
story.
came, the drunk driver did have a gun, and was sentenced to 3 to 5 years in prison. Me and Emmy were terrified that night, and on the way home, I grabbed her hand, and she grabbed mine, and we knew we were trauma bonded, and we didn't want to let go. We would wake up together, stream together, and hang out with each other all night. She quickly became my best friend, and someone that I felt for the first time I was in love with. We hung out all
Just
day,
don't kill
every day.
yourself,
We were
please.
always so happy with each other. Playing games until the night, loving every moment we were with each other. It felt poor. Jack, relax. I remember one day I left my
W
house. She
clapping
called me
Emmy.
just so we can be on the phone together, as we always did. And we were playing a song called Falling in Love with You with Elvis came on, and I felt that love. First time I felt love for a girl, and I thought I'd want it to never let it go.
Nigga said, what a hero, the fuck. Yo, his chat is hilarious. Bro, stop. Look, I'm gonna just
First
pause
year of
it.
our relationship,
I'm gonna just pause it, bro. Look, this looks bad.
we almost had no fights.
Blaming, who the fuck is forcing? Nigga said, just go offline. Who is this?
We started to date officially in January of 2022, and up until my cancellation, everything was perfect. She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat. I'm brushing my teeth. Right here. Look at me. I would throw my phone on the bed.
Okay.
I would just lob it over because I was going to bed. So I would just throw the phone.
Gaslighter. I don't know, bruh. I don't know. She said he was breaking shit and throwing shit all the time. Like, as if this nigga had roid rage or something. So I don't really think that it was just an off chance he threw his phone and it bounced up and smacked her in the face. I don't know.
That's it.
So you're just known for throwing shit? Absolute fucking freak, man, Jesus.
And when that's the whole thing. I didn't throw it at her. I want to make that very clear. I never threw it at her. I never hit her. And she even said in her situation that she bruises easily. She brushed over that I threw water bottles with her on my
I believe
or my
you.
phone near her, but that wasn't during our fights. It would be throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got bruises from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. That's it. I did feel a lot of stress.
I want it to be known that that's all that happened. That's it is part of the script. He went over it twice. I want you to know that.
Over the time of our relationship up until this point from her stalkers. From the ones that would show up at her old house, and also stalkers that just had from her TikTok postings. We found after being with each other that her stalkers had a lot from would come to her a lot from her short form content. These people were schizophrenic and would think that she is talking to them. Whether it was songs she played, the way she looked at the screen, or just the titles of the videos, these people started to feel she was talking to them and come to our house to stalk her. These people thought in their heads they were dating her. They were out of their mind and dangerous. I told her, if we're going to be serious about this relationship, I need her to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. She agreed and understood that it was a safety concern for not only me, but the house.
Nigga says
Russell, Simply, Corey, or anyone that was in my house or anyone that was near us. She agreed that she wouldn't want to hurt anyone else and knew that posting these types of TikToks and posts can mess with us and is something I'm not comfortable with as a guy. So she would tell me that if I had a problem to let her know. And at first it was minor.
Again, as I was saying before, you knew that this was the type of content she made. You cuffed her. How can you in turn be like, oh, I'm not comfortable with this as a guy. You gotta stop doing this. Brother, like, I guess I understand what he's saying about the stalkers and the I love you boyfriend farming type shit. You know, the squeegee farming, the cell. Alright, listen.
Things here and there, but over time it got harder and harder to deal with. There were more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I could get in a ton of trouble with OTK and cause a ton of problems. Would you guys stop spamming never sub, never donated? Okay, relax. I told her if we were going to be serious about this relationship, I need to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. And then there was more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I can get in a ton of trouble with OTK and can cause a ton of problems in my life. So I lied to all of my old friends, S-Fan included, who lived just next door to me, and everyone in OTK. And that was very hard for me to do.
Stay strong, Miz. This will pass.
We had a doggy door between our rooms just so we can hide it from everyone else, including my roommates. We would lock the doors to avoid our roommates finding out. As time went on, they found out, but to most
Niggas were crawling through doggy doors, bro.
of our friends in the Austin circle, they never officially knew. That stress alone would drive anyone mad, but our love for each other was strong, and we knew we could handle it.
Oh, fucking brother, dude.
So, in September in 2022, a lot of you guys know, I was canceled by Trainwrecks and others trying to claim I covered up sexual assault.
Oh, God.
It was proven wrong, but that destroyed my mental health. I felt like my brain cracked, and I was never the same since. I was suicidal, depressed, and I didn't know what to do with my own life. Every day felt like an absolute nightmare. I was losing OTK, my mental health, and all my friends.
I guess that's what Bruce
Emiru was
talking
one of the only people that were there for me. She ditched sponsors to go with me to Japan.
Dry our lips.
She went with me anywhere I needed because she wanted me to be happy. And she knew sometimes I freaked out. I lashed out. But she loved me, and she knew I was in a terrible mental place.
This nigga's about to fake
It got so bad,
cry.
the stress and constant talking about the same things over and over and no sleep and depression, that most of my hair started to fall out, and Emiru started to hurt herself while we were in Japan.
Yo, Chad, this can't be real, right? Like, he can't actually be crying right now. Like, he can't actually be crying right now. He can't actually be crying right now. And I get it, bro. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm insensitive. Maybe he's telling the truth. Bro, but, like, you gotta address the allegations, gang. You can't just rehash her whole story and then start crying. We haven't even gotten to the nitty-gritty yet. Like, I don't. What? Where is the addressing of allegations?
As this time happened, I was a massive wreck. I couldn't think straight, and
What the?
being that Emiru hung out with me all day, she too started to become high-strung. Ugh. We would yell at each other, fight, and argue all the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain. But I thought it could be fixed over time, since things were just so amazing that first year. But I'm so gay. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of remote only mode. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. I never want to talk about this. Emiru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life. But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water, sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks. I, along with many others who would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would tell her all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt terrible, and my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you." Didn't even know there was TTS going on.
You can't hear the TTS, the hell? Look at how he switched. Look at how he just switched straight back to streamer mode. I didn't even know there was TTS going on. He's like, if you ever marry this girl, I didn't even know there was TTS going on. I'm telling you, bro, that nigga's a sociopath. If you ever marry this, I'm just trying to think, like, can a nigga really cry on command like that? It can't be, bro.
Here is a video up close of emiru's rabbits. These are small little mites that are inside the rabbit cage, and she didn't care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house knew that they were neglected. This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected. She left them to die, and I'm not going to sit here and have her pretend she didn't. It's fucking disgusting.
So, like, what is this? Like, okay, she had a depressed arc. Like, she had a depressive stint based off of your allegations and how it ruined your career, which clearly affected her mental health. And so she neglected her rabbits. Are you trying to say that she did this on purpose? I don't. You see, like, what's the angle here?
This is a video from my own brother. I didn't record this. These
Hella
are mites all around
though.
her cage.
God damn, bro. Shitty ass rabbits.
Okay.
Well,
I would tell her to take care of them all the time, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many died just over a year or two of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt bad, and my brother once came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me. In fact, when Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on emiru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits are completely neglected. Forgive me."
hold on.
In fact,
somebody said some fat ass paragraph. She crazy, man, and now she lives with Bonnie and Senna. They all got it out for you because you don't take their shit. Bonnie has a very dark, sick history.
When Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on emiru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits are completely neglected and this is disgusting."
No wonder she's friends with Asmon.
Emiru wouldn't clean the cages, and the smell became so bad that we started to have the rabbits just be outside. I told her if that's the case, she's got to make sure she's giving them water, because they are her responsibility. Instead, these rabbits were left outside in 100-degree heat with no food or water or anything. Most of the time being in cages with no bedding besides poop all over the place. Emmy didn't care. She would sit inside and play League of Legends all day, and what this showed me is that I don't want her to be my children's mother, and I couldn't see myself marrying her.
Damn, y'all airing
The
that
fights during these
dirty
times
ass
started to get
laundry.
worse. I would constantly want to be farther and farther from her. I would use her for content, but after stream would want to be alone. I didn't know how to break up with her or end things. She was a co-owner of my org, the only person I knew, and the strain of the relationship and hiding the relationship was really taking a toll on me. On top of that, the stalkers were getting worse. One stalker came to my house, and I had to point a gun at him for 30 minutes until the cops came. These stalkers
That's
are
what
no
I'm
joke.
saying. Yes, the rabbits were neglected, so I had to abuse her chat. Yes, like I'm so confused.
And the pressure from the relationship, the anger I felt, and the stalkers, as a whole really made us lash out at each other. She would tell me that she doesn't realize what she's doing, that she didn't understand what she was doing wrong. But I would constantly tell her, on and off stream, that she needs to do more because these stalkers are getting worse. I know I wasn't perfect with my language or tone throughout this entire relationship. I know I wasn't.
Oh,
And
chat is
I was
only.
aggressive
That's
at
why.
times.
Yeah, see.
In regards to being controlling, I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole, stop talking about past relationships, and yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't want Emmy to get assaulted. I didn't want some man to do something to her when I'm not there, and I wanted to keep her safe. And I know with how my mental was and who I was back then that I didn't do everything right. I know I could have done better, and I'm sorry. I know I was controlling, and I should have just ended the fucking relationship, but I was so confused as a person. And I'm sorry I did it. I'm sorry things got to this fucking point, man.
Yo, like, deadass.
The last 9 months of this relationship, things got extremely fucking toxic. I told her to move out. She didn't move out on her own. I told her to move out because I wanted space, but she still wanted me around at all times. She would get upset if we didn't sleep together or if we weren't around. She always wanted me to drive over to her house, but I never wanted to because I wanted to be alone. And that increased our fights. But the stalkers continued, and I got even more stressed. They started to take pictures of me.
Don't fall for his ults, chat. So you're telling me that she lied and said that she moved out on her own? After she said that she damn near had to sneak out, you're telling me that she just couldn't resist you. She just couldn't sleep in the bed without you. You had to force her to move out. And that's why you were spamming her for months on end with no response. I genuinely can't believe this. It's not lining up. And the tears, bro, it's like so false. It's not possible, bro. The way this nigga's like, yeah, back to the script. Like, what? Bro, that's not real. Nobody cries like that.
Whenever I would drive to her house. Dressed. They started to take pictures of me whenever I would drive to her house.
Damn, nigga, what? You got TMZ in your shit? This is what is important. That you are sorry and that you have grown and learned from this. Some holes to fill when you're in a rough time. Just forget about her, man. You need some mentally stable woman. Man, hit me up in DM. I will help you out, brother. Come out to EU. What is wrong with niggas? Now we just straight flip-flop. Oh, now she's the one that's mentally unstable. Dude, I'm so sorry.
They knew my every movement. I couldn't take it. Between the rabbits, the stalkers, and the overall ability to handle situations with each other, I knew this wouldn't
holy fucking chat apologists
last. But I didn't know how to get out of the relationship. She did not want to move out. As for me telling Cheddar to leave my house, he was swatting at Chompy constantly and making him bleed. I not only was the one that wanted her to move out first, I was the one that wanted the cat out of the house because he was attacking my cat.
Okay.
Every month went by the last year, and our fights started to get louder. We were breaking up with each other almost weekly. Fights were getting more aggressive, and shouting began to increase. I was not perfect, and I reflect on those situations with poor taste to myself. I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression. I one time did say I was going to kill myself during an argument, but Emmy did this as well numerous times. She would constantly say she's going to kill herself in arguments, and I have a picture where while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers who came to my house while she was in Kansas, she told me she was going to kill herself out of a...
This nigga came from LTG's chat.
To kill herself in arguments, and I have a
this
picture...
This nigga came from LTG's chat to comment, Dale Emmanuel Wilson, take care of your daughter. He came from Low Tier God's chat to type this in Mizkif's chat, by the way.
While I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers who came to my house while she was in Kansas, she told me she was going to kill herself out of aggression.
She threw plushies at him. Like, come on, dog. And I can believe that. But like, you're putting holes in walls. And also, you're slamming doors out of aggression. But I'm supposed to believe that he just threw his phone like, oh yeah. And it hit her in the dome. And she got a black eye from that. Like, no, bro. He was throwing them shits.
Of the situation while it was happening.
That's a sniper. Dale Emmanuel Wilson, take care of your... Like, yo, this dude is crazy.
I don't really care. This is the situation. I told her that a stalker's at the house. I'm freaking out. What is happening? Can you call me? I'll call you. I literally want to kill myself. I can't take this anymore.
Yo, you gotta
I
chill with
feel
that,
so
bro.
alone and like a problem. So just want to show this. She was also using the I want to kill myself a lot in our situation and relationship.
I don't know. He could have deleted some of these messages. For real, you're okay.
This is while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers. This stalker who was at my house, his background picture was Emiru, and when he talked to the cops, he was in love with her and thought that she was talking to him. It is disgusting what these stalkers can do. I will say this. The fact that this guy came to my house and the result of it was a cop brought him down the street to a QT, which is a 7-Eleven, 15 minutes away, and that's all they did, is terrifying for these girls and terrifying for the situation in general.
But where is the correlation? Oh my god, these stalkers. Like,
Sorry.
bro, like she should be
I knew
more
that the
afraid than
relationship
you
wasn't
are.
healthy at this point. I knew we had to end it and soon.
Who is
One
Taylor?
day, Emmy posted a very provocative picture, one that she knew I would hate, and she posted it to make me upset. She admitted that she made me
Yo.
upset with it, and we got into a heated argument, and I broke up with her. We broke up for about a month, then got back together because we thought we can make it work. We went to get food at BJ's, a common place where we would get food, and then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable.
Literally, look at this, bro. This is this nigga low tier guy. First of all, I want y'all to know, like, I'm really a huge advocate. Shout out to bro. He's like low-key the only streamer I watch. But this is the extent that his stalkers will go to, bro. Like, he's watching Mizkif stream. He's watching Mizkif stream because we're all reacting to this drama, right? Obviously, as content creators. This dude goes from low tier God's stream to Mizkif's stream and starts spamming in this dude's chat just to get an inkling of attention, bro. Is that not crazy? Is that not insane? He's literally look. He's on the verge. First of all, he subbed just so he can talk in this chat because it's sub only, and he's spamming.
She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then.
Like, he's spamming, bro.
But we got back together soon afterwards. And during those last few months where we were fighting, we were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress. And we were both agreed we need to talk about our future.
I don't even give a fuck about
During
what
those
he's
last
saying,
few
bro.
months where we were fighting, we were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress.
Who the fuck is Dale Emmanuel Wilson?
And we were both agreed we need to talk about our future. Since it's been 3 years, we should see what we want, and Emmy had an idea to write down everything we wanted on paper. I'm going to let everyone know that what I'm about to say is very true. This is exactly what happened, and she cannot argue this. One day after...
It's not... He says not SA because that's his girlfriend. What? So it's not SA because he forced himself on his girlfriend while she was crying? Dude, that's SA. I hate to break it to you, bro. You can force yourself on your girlfriend. Really think about this, bro. Just because you're in a relationship, just because she loves you, doesn't mean she has to have sex with you. So if you force your hands down her pants while kissing on her, that is SA. Sorry. That's assault.
After staying over Emiru's house, Emiru made me breakfast, and she wrote down everything she wanted. She wrote she wants me to move closer to her. She wrote that she wants me to marry her, and she wants kids with me in the next 5 years. And I just looked at this letter that was staring in front of me, and I just handed her back the paper.
It's not essay if he immediately let her go. No, it's essay. He just knew it was essay and he didn't want to take it any further. He was like, oh shit, she doesn't want this. First of all, you should already know that this is not the right time to be going for these moves. Like I said before, bro, that's forbidden. That's forbidden moves, bro. I don't know who taught you that.
Began to cry.
Oh my god, yeah, she's emotional. Let me just slide some dick in her. Maybe she'll be happy. What?
And I told her, I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. I knew we were just beyond the point of toxicity in the relationship, that our trust had completely died, and that we had so many issues that I couldn't deal with it, and I was not mentally well. I walked away. I went to her door, and as I opened it, the last words I ever heard her say is, don't go.
A real
I
man.
love you.
She did say don't go, and he did say
That
those
week,
were her last words.
I made flights to Japan because I didn't want to sit around and wait to possibly get back together again.
Cinema script.
I have never talked to her in person since. I have messaged her numerous times wondering why I have been removed from OTK, Discords, and I was very scared because I didn't know what was going on. Nobody was talking to me or contacting me, and I have had so much regret. Times where I wanted to go back, times where I've drunk messaged her love letters, as you saw on stream. But after 10 months, I know we're much better off without each other. I did see her at a party once at Simply's house. The house was very small, and I opened the door, I said whoops, and proceeded to talk in the other room about what I possibly did wrong, and began to bawl out and be depressed because I just saw my ex-girlfriend. I want to make it very clear. I was not following her, nor lingering around her. I was with others the entire night. The house is about 2,000 square feet with about 50 people there. I, of course, was near her, but I was never following her. This year has been very hard.
Key thing, he can say all this, right? He can say all this, but she said the reason why she came out and said all of this was because she heard other people were talking about this, right? That's what she said. She said the only time she would ever spread this is if she was afraid that somebody else might be going through what she's going through. Okay, so for one, it must have been some other girl that was like, oh my god, like Mizkif is like treating me horribly. I don't know if he's gonna address that or what. But also he was spam, texting her and stuff, like, over months, like paragraphs on paragraphs on paragraphs. He did say he was taking medication, alluding to the fact that he may have been mentally unstable in their relationship. She did pull up the ChatGPT AI shit. It said 58%, so I don't know. It's not. I mean, that's a high. I mean, it might be pretty high actually, percentage wise. And then there's the shit we still see. Oh, I told you not to play tank. Don't play tank. My chat's telling me, oh, Emmy's better. Emmy's better. I don't know, bro. I don't know if his story's really lining up, bro. I don't know.
Hard for me, and I'm sure for her. I even went to Japan and drank every single night just to sleep. Going from being with each other for 3 years straight and trauma bonding to be completely alone is such a difficult thing for both of us. I began therapy in February of this year with EMDR therapy, something she recommended me when we were dating. I'm very happy to say that I feel better than ever, and I've gotten a lot of the stress I've had away. I've also moved from Austin myself, and I've had a lot of trauma lingering from there as a whole, and I feel a lot better from that. I truly hope nothing but the best for Emmy. I know she said a lot of these things today, and I do believe a lot of them were false, but I do hope nothing but the best for her, and I'm sorry that any of this happened. I hate that we're in this situation, and I hope that she can move on. We were in a toxic relationship. I saw that. I've realized over the years of over the years of 2 relationships now online that I'm a horrible boyfriend and I have a lot to work on for myself. I've been single for the past 10 months and I plan to stay that way. I'm continuing to go to therapy and work on myself, not just for me, but for the people around me.
Wait, whoa.
For
I
the
just see
past
something
10
in the chat,
months
bro.
and I plan to stay that way.
I really care way more about the chat than what he's saying.
I'm continuing to go to therapy and work on myself, not just for me,
You brought a fanfic novel. She brought receipts. You brought a fanfic novel.
but for the people around me.
When she started, wow. When she started, bro, he said it was obvious she's crazy, bro. Self-mutilation in GTA RP does not make you crazy. It makes you mentally unstable. It makes you self-destructive. But that doesn't mean that she's crazy. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Crazy in a sense of like a danger to him.
Okay.
Maybe codependent, but she did
That's
say codependent. She did say
If
that.
you're wondering if it's scripted, the answer is, of course it is. I wrote it out because I cannot freeball this. This is a very serious situation.
That'd be free ball.
I want to
She
make
had
this
notes
real,
too.
and that's it.
See, and that's the thing, though. That's the thing. She had notes too, but her shit didn't sound scripted. It sounded like real stories off the dome easy, and she had receipts, helly receipts, and I made sure to read all of them. See, he has a script. It's like he has bullet points refuting almost every other point she had. I don't know, bro. I just don't know, bro. I don't know.
Okay? I am going to stand up for myself.
Where's my phone at?
I am going to defend myself in these situations. I am not going away. I have no plans to go away. And I believe a lot of the situations today were absolutely exaggerated. I have dozens of photos and videos, calls and messages as well, if she has them. I have things I will be leaking over the next few days of other people, of other things. I have a lot of messages that I have that I'm going to expose as time goes on, because I do believe that this is the time to
Twitch might have other ideas. Oh man, that nigga's funny, bro. Also, she also said that he said if she were to say anything about him, and I think she said that he said this on multiple occasions, which is lining up with exactly what she said. But word for word, she said, well, no, oh my god, it's because it's weird how I have to say it. But word for word, she said that he said that if emiru said anything about them or him, that he would destroy her. And it looks as if he's attempting to destroy her, which gives her much more credibility, you know? So I don't know. This just could be him retaliating.
go fucking buck wild. But I want to
What
make
he
it very
say?
clear
Not gonna lie. Usually when niggas say not gonna lie, they got like a good point
that
to
I'm
make.
going to expose as time goes
That's
on,
like objective.
because I
What the fuck is this high school punch ass drama? Markets are at all time highs. Money over bitches. Keep your head up, player. Markets are at all time highs. What markets?
do believe that this is a time to go fucking buck wild.
Not gonna lie, I am on team Mizkif now. Yeah, you're 14.
But I want to make it very clear. When it comes to Emiru, when she says that I was getting ready to go after her and that I was going to
Counter-nuke.
use her rabbits against her, that was never the plan. My plan for myself was very simple.
Also, she also said that he said, oh, you guys don't even do anything for my content. I hate you guys. And he literally just came on his bitch and said, fuck everybody. So, I don't know, man.
If Emmy were to say something about me, I would say something back. That's it. I never had a plan in my life to go after her or do anything. It was if she ever said anything, I would say something as well.
You said destroy her, though.
And that's completely understandable.
Not gonna lie, I'm
Can you
on
clarify
no one's
what, if anything,
side
was said to her team?
because I got better shit to worry about. Literally, bro. I mean, I'm not really taking sides, but it's like, I don't know. I really just don't think that he's being honest. I feel like he's just trying to, I mean, as he should. Well, not as he should, but, he has to cover himself. He has to, to save face and to keep his revenue coming in. I just feel like that's what this is.
Con. I said that if she goes after me,
Bro said, I don't
then
know
I
what's
will go
even going
nuclear.
on.
And that is exactly what I said.
Basically, this dude and this girl were in a very unhealthy relationship. And yeah, this dude was just very insecure and he was mentally abusive in a way where I guess he tried to belittle her because she was streaming and getting more views than he was. And so their relationship got really toxic and then it fell out. And it's just really he said, she said. Like, he's saying, well, she's saying one thing and then he's saying the opposite, but he's really not addressing anything that's really relevant. He's just kind of saying, like, uh, this didn't really happen. All right, so this sounds like high school drama, literally, pretty much high school drama type shit. But not really though, cause I mean, it was some like he sexually assaulted her, which I mean, people are trying to downplay that and say that it wasn't sexual assault because they were in a relationship. But it seems like he forced himself on her while she was in need of like emotional support, like she was depressed and she was crying, and then he just like tried to have sex with her. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? She's crying and you're trying to have sex with her. What are we doing? Um, and then he just left. So that's weird. She also said that he gets violent and throws stuff when he's angry, and then he threw his phone at her and hit her in the eye and then gave her a black eye. And he said, "Oh no, like, oh, that's where my phone went. Yeah, because I was demonstrating this shit." He said, "Oh no, like, yeah, I just like when I'm brushing my teeth, I just like throw my phone and stuff like. So I just threw it." But how would he do that and hit her in the eye by accident? I don't know. Even when in a relationship, that still can be a thing 100% on God, bruh. On God. People think like just because two people care about each other that like you can't assault somebody. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense. Like if she doesn't want to have sex with you and you try to
And
force
that's what's going
yourself
to
on
happen.
her, like that's
Because you
assault.
can't mess with me anymore. I don't have anything to lose. I'm sorry, I don't. Go after
Beast.
me all you want. I have nothing to lose. And I will say this proudly. Emiru abused those rabbits. She did. And if you're in Austin, Texas, and you want to say that she didn't abuse those rabbits at my house, you're lying. You know she did.
And like, what are we talking about? Fucking rabbits, bro. He sounds like he got something to lose. He does. He definitely does. He has a large platform to lose. Um, bro, like he said she abused her rabbits. So because she neglected to feed them, she abused them. And I get it, bro. I get it. Being a poor pet owner is terrible. You shouldn't just let your animals die. But he framed it in a way to where she was just depressed and she stopped taking care of them. You know, which usually happens. Like usually when you're depressed, you stop taking care of yourself. So to take care of something else when you're not even taking care of yourself is like highly unlikely. So I don't think he could just make it out for she's like a monster. Like she's a monster because she let her rabbits die. Oh my god. Come on, bro. It's not like she killed them. I don't get it, dude.
She abused those rabbits and she let them outside. And it's disgusting. And I didn't want to bring this up ever.
And he told her to put them outside. So he told her to put them outside. She put them outside, and he's like, "Oh, she left them outside."
not something I planned on bringing up in my life. But it's something that she claims that she didn't do, and people are trying to defend her from that, like Asmongold, where he says that one of her rabbits she took and brought around. What about the other 6 rabbits that died? As for what happened with me and Emiru,
I actually don't remember her addressing that, to be fair. She kind of just glanced over that, I feel like.
it is I mentally have been fucked up for years. And I'm very proud of myself for working on myself. And I think leaving Austin was the best thing, not just for me, but for everyone around me. I do believe that.
Now we're pivoting to redemption arc. I'm a
I
better
fucked up a
person
lot,
now.
and I'm never going to not admit that. And I realized I need to be alone. I never got kicked out of Austin, Texas. I left myself.
I do not care about what you say. You say I feel bad for her for all the stuff she's been through with stalkers. Yeah, true. I'm glad she decided to talk about this instead. Yeah. He also did say that. He did say a lot of stuff about stalkers. But see, that's another thing. Like, he made the stalker thing seem like it was his problem. Like, bro, like, she's being stalked, you know? And yeah, okay, you have a gun. You're mad. He's mad that she has people stalking her. Like, imagine how she feels. She's the one being stalked. She's the woman. I don't get it, bro. He made it seem as if like it's her fault that she's being stalked by weirdos. I just don't really understand how any of this is playing to his favor. W Miz, nice dude.
You're still mentally fucked? I am. I'm absolutely mentally fucked. I have been slowly working on it. I do feel like I've been getting better. I feel like I'm very calm right now. I don't feel stressed. I don't even feel angry. I feel that every day I'm trying to learn more and more and do better. But I'm going to stand up for myself in a lot of these situations because a lot of it was not true. And I don't like that she was portraying that it was just me who was at fault.
Oh, yeah.
It was a toxic relationship, and that's...
No, think about it like this, right? This is a dude that was clearly wildly obsessed with her. Like, you had to see all the messages that she pulled up. But then he's like, I think that he never thought that she would come out and talk about this. Like, he was probably just waiting for the day, and then she went and just dropped everything. So he's like, oh my God, what do I do? Like, I have to respond. Like, bro, he was probably losing his mind trying to figure out how to respond to this shit. And then he came on here fake crying. Like, what happened to the tears? I don't get it. Bro, like, I just don't get it, bro. What happened to the tears?
What it was.
He was just so sad.
Why was viewership so important? I will bluntly say this, and I'm very honest. I was, and I still am, but I very much was someone that was massively obsessed with streaming and viewership. And when my cancellation happened, and even before it, I mean, it's something you guys know. I've been massively obsessed with streaming and viewership over the years, and it's disgusting, and it has ruined my fucking life.
Yeah.
It is something that I am envious of others. I am angry at others because of it. It makes me jealous when I see others doing well, and it has made me realize that I am I'm never happy for someone else if they're doing much better than me.
Yeah.
You guys know this is true if you watch my...
And it do be like that, right? But it's like you're also angry at other people when they're doing better than you, which is exactly what she said. So how does any of this make you look better? What was the whole point of going live and saying, "Oh, like I don't know, bro. I still don't get how he's absolved himself."
My old stream. I've always been this way. I've been very envious of other people. And
What does that sound like?
It's a problem.
Insecurity.
I'm definitely way better than I was now, or I am now, but it's a serious problem that I am still working on to this day. I am not perfect, and I fucked up with that. I've been this way for a very fucking long time, where I'm a competitive dude, and I think I'm very competitive with streaming because I really care about it a lot. I've sunk my whole life into this thing.
But like, bro, and you can't be competitive with your girl though. Like, first of all, she's a girl. Like, she's a girl. She can farm. I'm gonna call them cellulars. Yeah, I'm gonna call them cellulars. She can just farm these dudes that want to spend time with her, bro. Like, they're men that like women and cannot get women. So it's very easy for a female streamer to get views. So you can't look at yourself and be like, especially your girlfriend, bro. You can't look at yourself and be like, oh my God, my girlfriend has more views than me. Oh my God, I'm going to rage. I'm going to crash out. Like, dude, that's going to happen. Yeah, at least she's not out there showing her body and shit, you know? But again, he's proving what she said. So he always admitted it, chat. Okay. Like literally all he did was just talk about their relationship and then say that she killed her rabbits. I don't know, bro. But then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna prove everyone wrong, and I'm gonna air everything out." I don't know, bro.
So,
I'm
did you
still
really drive
confused.
150 miles an hour? I'm going to say this very clear. If you know me in Austin, Texas, I drive fast everywhere. I drive fast literally everywhere. I'm in an Audi R8 in Austin, Texas, where the freeways are open. I drive fast all the time. I do. I don't even remember what situation she was talking about.
That's insane.
I mean, we were in cars with each other all the time.
Bro said
I remember
based.
one time when she was picking me up from the airport and she was in her blue Corvette and
Facts.
she started the speed when we were on a straightaway when she was getting mad and she stayed quiet. I don't remember the exact speed she got up to, but we were definitely flying.
Okay, but he said deliberately the reason why she had an issue was because it was one of those times where he was speeding and he was like, "I'm gonna crash out. I'm so depressed. Like I'm gonna take us both out." Like she literally said, "I'm gonna." She said that he said, "I'm gonna kill us both." That's word out of his mouth. That's the issue, bro. Who cares if you're cutting up in your Audi R8? Like if you're having a good old time, it's not like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna," you know what I mean? Those are two different scenarios. 150 is light work. Holy. Now we're saying always two sides. This shit is crazy, dude. And now I feel it too. It's like I don't know what he did here. Maybe it's some type of psychological mind game where he downplayed the whole situation, but suddenly I feel like it doesn't matter anymore. And I think that's just from him downplaying it, bro. Yo, she jealous? Like, come on, bro. But that also does not absolve him from literally A, everything he admitted to, and B, all the stalking, because he did stalk her. Like, bro, she showed all the messages. He's like, "I love you, take me back, please. I want to marry you." Like, bro, literally spamming her. "Answer my calls, please. We need closure. I love you so much. I've grown." And now he's pretending like, yeah, now he's pretending like he was trying to cut her off. What the fuck? And she's the crazy one. I knew this was gonna happen, bro. I said this in the last video too. You said rule one: when there's a passenger, don't drive stupid. Facts. Rule two: if you alone in the car, drive the way you want, and that's fair, bro. Like literally. I mean, people, bro. If you got a fast car, people drive fast. It is what it is, bro. But I don't know. I just be trying to get from one point to the next point, bro. That's me personally. But people do be cutting up and that shit's cool if you got a fast car and if you know how to drive, you're probably not really putting anybody in danger. But if you got a passenger, like I don't especially a girl, like you don't want to put anybody in an uncomfortable situation, bro. You don't want to be going 150 on the E-way. Like what if she's afraid for her life? That's some shit you do for fun, bro.
Um,
Why not leak everything?
but I'll say this as well. I have no problem admitting fault. The person that I was during that relationship, and I would
Staring
say
at
the
the high
person,
view
the
count.
Mizkif in Austin, Texas, is fucking disgusting. I hated myself. I hated this person that just sat there all day, stressed and angry and mad at the fucking world. I hated being this upset person because I know you are who you hang out with, and I definitely changed Emmy in a lot of ways and made her very stressed as well, and mentally the situations we were in just cataclysmed both of us. I was
But she killed the rabbits. Do you see what I'm saying? You clearly put a toll on her, forced her into some depression, whether it be inadvertently or whatnot, you know? Clearly, she just started neglecting her pets. It was that simple, bro. So you cannot demonize her for letting her animals die, bro. But again, who am I, bro? I'm just a bystander. I'm on the outside. I have no idea.
a very toxic person, and I knew I needed to
Best
get
way to
out,
avoid
so
that
I broke
mindset
up
is a
with
work
her.
mindset.
In fact, I
Exactly,
broke
bro.
up with her twice.
And that's really ultimately what it was, bro. I said that in the last video too. He just needed to do some inner work, bro.
The first time I broke up with her, I really thought it was
Hey.
over, and the second time I broke up with her was forever. I did message her a lot afterwards, primarily for OTK
The second time I broke up with her was forever.
stuff, but there were times where I did want to go back to her.
I messaged her primarily for OTK stuff, and there were times where I did want to go back to her. Do I need to pull up the receipts, bro? To me it sounded like, oh, please take me back. I miss you so much. I can't stop thinking about you. That's literally what he said, word for word. There's not a moment that goes by where I don't talk about you. It's literally what he said, bro. Also, you can create others around you to be like that too. Exactly. Exactly, bro. Energy is contagious, bro.
I'm not gonna pretend I didn't. I was drunk. I thought I needed to, but yeah.
I got a headache from all this yapping. I'm not gonna lie.
That's it. I don't think there's really anything else to talk about.
Miz, don't become another right wing grifter. When is the camping?
Leak
stream?
something? No, not today. This is something I think that we went over, and
now let's play some Marvel Rivals.
I am glad that it is out there, what I just said, and that's it. So, that's it. I said what I had to say. I appreciate you guys listening, and I will be back. I'm not leaving anytime soon, but I'm going to go relax. It's been a pretty rough day.
I'm not leaving anytime soon. Yo, didn't somebody just say he came off a hiatus? When was the last time he streamed? Niggas be doing this shit too, bruh. 16 days ago, I guess. Niggas won't stream for months. They'll come back and then be like, oh, yeah. Nah, okay, 2 days ago. He got it. He got it. I'll let you have it, bro. I was about to fry his ass. I was about to cook his ass to the next eternity. I'm not going anywhere.
No, we're not doing top 500. Okay. All right. That's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.
Good night, bro. So confused. Good night.
I will keep defending myself.
Okay, LOL.
As time
Apartment
goes on.
tour.
I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys as we keep going. I appreciate you guys.
W based.
I'm yeah.
Well, that's that. I really don't know what to say. Connie is still live with this dude. What the hell? Let's see what LTG doing again, bro. Just cuz, bro. Nigga watching UDY. Oh, nah.
That's it. That's it.
No.
Oh, what the? Oh, hell no.
No, why did I just no? I mean, I probably wasn't gonna watch this anyway, bro. But I just pulled up and see these niggas. She failed. Anyway, W vid, bro. I just I don't know, bro. I don't. Whatever. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Please let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions. Please give me something, because I'm honestly confused. I feel like he just deflated this whole situation without actually saying anything, like anything worth noting, like nothing credible at all whatsoever. But shout out to emiru, and I guess they were both in the wrong somehow. But yeah. If you like the video, man. If you like it, subscribe. At issues.team underscore Instagram. Issue1st.com. Go check some fire pieces, and I'm out. XQC response to emiru opening up about Mizkif. Let me see what.
And I mean, a lot of people already know this, but I'm just gonna come out and say it. We started dating. We were in a relationship starting January 2022. I'm not planning to go into too much detail about the start of the relationship because it honestly doesn't really matter at this point. It's irrelevant now. It was definitely slow over time.
Why did he just react like that?
That bad things started happening. He would throw bottles, like plastic bottles with liquid in it, not like glass bottles, at me.
See, again, like she's making sure that we're clear on it's not like super violent, but it's still violent.
Despite me telling him like I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruise very easily. He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, you know, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye, but he always, you know, was like, oh, it's an accident. And I was like, oh yeah, it's an accident. Like, at the time, I just kind of was, you know, I just brushed it off. And
I don't know, maybe she was on the bed and he was throwing stuff on the bed, and so she thought he was throwing stuff at her. I don't even know, bro, anymore. It's just like a flashbang, bro. I feel diffused. Anyway, I'm out, bro. That'd be it, I guess.